In July 2019, 21-year-old Eve Cleary went to University Hospital Limerick after falling and hurting her leg. She spent 17 hours on a trolley in a corridor in severe pain before getting a bed. She was discharged that evening but went into cardiac arrest and died just hours after leaving hospital.
What happened to her should have not happened. She was such a good person with so much left to give.
Her parents, Barry and Melanie, and their 5 other children took this case, alleging Eve was allowed to develop a blood clot which led to her death, as an opportunity was missed to put her on an anticoagulant. After 6 days of trial, the HSE settled the case today for a confidential sum without an admission of liability. It accepted the hospital didn't carry out a formal risk assessment for clots, but maintained there was no obligation to do this, as Eve was not actually admitted to hospital, with the family's counsel, Dr John and Darren O'Mahony, saying it was an extraordinary defence and they were puzzled by it, adding they had sought clarification on it as it could have a bearing on others. As part of the settlement, a statement was read out in court in which the hospital offered its sincere condolences and deep regret to Eve's family on her untimely death, adding it was deeply sorry for their loss. It said it had taken the family's issues and concerns on board, and in Eve's memory and in the spirit and name of her legacy, it would be introducing a rolling audit programme on recognising, reducing and managing blood clots.
Today, I think, was the first time in 4.5 years I've felt peace. We were delighted with that, for Eve's name to carry on, for her legacy to live on. As we said, we don't want another family to go through what we've already been through.
The cause was worth the fight, and now the healing process begins.
Approving the settlement, Mr Justice Paul Coffey said to lose a child was an unspeakable tragedy. He offered his deepest sympathies to Barry and Melanie, adding that he was delighted that the case had been resolved to their satisfaction. Nicole Gernan, Virgin Media News at the High Court.